If you're watching this, there's a good chance your home feels more cluttered than you'd like. And not just the stuff on the floor, but the weight it puts on your mind. When you're already managing the constant demands of daily life, trying to stay on top of the mess can feel like a never-ending job. I know that feeling well. A few years ago, I got tired of tidying endlessly and still feeling behind. So we made a change. We let go of nearly half the things we owned, and just as importantly, we put 12 simple systems to simplify your home and your life. Nothing fancy, just small shifts that made our home easier to manage and more peaceful to live in. These systems didn't make our home perfect, but they made it livable, lighter, and so much easier to come home to. If you didn't catch yesterday's video, I shared a few small habits that make it easier to keep things tidy without always feeling like you're cleaning. It's the kind of stuff that quietly keeps clutter from building back up. So once you're done here, I think that one will really complement what we're diving into today. Now let's dive in with system number 1, a few minutes that make a big difference. Clutter doesn't usually arrive all at once, it sneaks in little by little. And the same goes for keeping it under control. That's where the 10-minute reset comes in. It's a simple system, just a few minutes a few times a day, used to gently bring the space back to order. This isn't about deep cleaning or doing chores from a checklist. It's about using those in-between moments, like while the kettle's boiling or just before heading out to do one small reset. Maybe it's straightening the sofa cushions, clearing the dining table, putting shoes back by the door, or giving the sink a quick rinse. What matters is not the size of the task, but the rhythm of returning things to calm before they spiral. These little resets work like bookmarks in the day. They keep the mess from building up and the home from tipping into overwhelm. Used consistently, this system becomes second nature. The space stays lighter, the mind feels clearer, and you're no longer starting every evening with a mountain of catch-up. System 2, clear the mental clutter. Sometimes the mess isn't in the house, it's in the head. Too many thoughts, reminders, plans, and ideas can pile up, just like physical clutter. That's where this second system comes in a simple way to clear mental space by writing things down. The idea is to stop holding everything in your mind. Instead, use a notebook, a notes app, or any tool you like to quickly empty out your thoughts. It could be a grocery item you don't want to forget, an idea for your child's birthday, something to ask at your next appointment, or a random creative spark that pops up while you're doing the laundry. It doesn't have to be organized or neat, just get it out of your head. Think of it like taking the mental trash out before it overflows. Even a 5-minute brain dump in the evening can reduce stress and help you sleep better. Some people like using paper journals. Others prefer apps like Notion or Google Keep. The tool doesn't matter. What matters is building the habit. Because when your brain knows it doesn't have to hold everything, it finally gets a chance to rest. System 3, one calendar, one plan. When a household has more than one schedule, things can get messy fast. School events, appointments, work, calls, family activities. This system is all about keeping everyone on the same page with a shared digital calendar. Instead of scattered reminders and last-minute surprises, everything goes into one place. Whether it's a dentist appointment for the kids, a parent-teacher meeting, or dinner plans with friends, it's all added to the same calendar that both partners can see. Digital works best for busy families. A shared app like Google Calendar lets you check what's coming up no matter where you are at the store, in the car, or waiting in line at pickup. You can color code each person, set reminders, and even include notes like bring snacks or dress up day. A quick glance can save a lot of stress later. What makes this system work isn't the app itself, but the habit of using it. Once it becomes part of the daily rhythm, it turns chaos into clarity and helps everyone feel more prepared. System 4 is a small routine that brings big relief to busy mornings, a simple checklist for kids to follow on their own. As children grow, it's helpful to give them clear steps they can handle: brushing teeth, getting dressed, tidying their space, and finishing breakfast. When these tasks are listed out, even young kids feel more confident doing things without constant reminders. You can keep it super simple, a picture chart for toddlers or a short written list for older kids. Stick it on the wall near their bed or bathroom mirror. Add fun checkboxes they can tick off themselves. In our home, this has made mornings calmer. Instead of repeating the same instructions over and over, everyone knows what needs to happen. It also teaches kids early on that their space and their routines are part of what they can manage. If your partner handles mornings, sometimes having the checklist helps them stay consistent too. No more guessing or asking what comes next. A few minutes of prep for the system can save you a whole lot of stress during the morning rush. Next is System 5, a simple Sunday reset that helps the week feel more calm and planned right from the start. This system is all about using Sunday as a soft reset, not to catch up on everything, but to gently prepare for what's ahead. For many households, this looks like choosing meals for the week and building a grocery list. It doesn't have to be complex. Even planning just 4 or 5 dinners can remove so much daily decision-making. Adding ingredients to a grocery app or writing a list for your next market run helps avoid the what's for dinner stress later. If your partner is in charge of pickups or cooking, share the plan so no one has to guess. It's also a great time to glance at the family calendar. What's happening at school? Any early meetings or events, a 5-minute check-in can help everyone walk into Monday with a clearer mind. This might also be the moment to refresh yourself. Wash your hair, trim the kids' nails, or lay out uniforms. Nothing major, just a handful of light resets that say we're ready. System 6, the weekly Outbox. This system is a simple way to keep clutter from building up without needing a big, exhausting clean-out. Pick one spot in your home to be your Outbox. It could be a basket near the entryway, a bin in your closet, or even a reusable bag hanging inside the laundry room. The idea is to have a place where anything unwanted can go right away. When you try on jeans and they don't fit anymore, drop them in. When your child brings home school artwork and you've saved a few favorites already, pop the rest in. When your partner notices a broken umbrella in the hallway into the Outbox, it goes. You don't need to decide exactly what to do with it in the moment. Just put it there. Then once a week, maybe on Sunday or just before trash day, go through the bin. Donate, recycle, or toss. Some families even use labels to make it easier. One bin for donate, one for repair, one for trash. If your kids are older, you can teach them to use it too. It becomes part of the family rhythm. System 7 is all about adjusting your home and your wardrobe to match the season you're living in right now. When the weather shifts, so should your space. Set aside a little time at the start of each season to rotate what's in your closet. Fold away the things you won't need for the next few months, like swimsuits in October or thick jumpers in May, and bring forward what's more useful now. This is a great time to check for gaps too. Does your child still fit into their raincoat? Are your winter boots still in good shape? Jot down what needs replacing so you're not scrambling when the weather turns. Even your partner's side of the wardrobe might need a quick refresh. Maybe there are work shirts that feel too heavy for summer or coats that can be stored till next winter. By keeping only seasonal items in view, you save time every morning and avoid the visual clutter of clothes that don't belong to this moment. Now that we've cleared the mental clutter, the thoughts, plans, and busy schedules, it's time to shift to the mess we can actually see. The surfaces, the corners, the little piles that quietly grow. These next systems will help you tackle the physical clutter one calm step at a time. System 8, landing spots that work. Every home needs a place where daily items can land without becoming a mess. That's the goal of this system, creating small, intentional landing spots for the things we bring in and out each day. Think about the first few steps inside your front door. What tends to get dropped there? For many homes, it's the everyday items, keys, bags, jackets, shoes, lunch boxes. And when these things don't have a home, they spread across the floor, the kitchen counter, the stairs. A simple fix is to set up little stations that catch these items before they become clutter. Wall hooks for coats and backpacks, a small tray for keys and sunglasses, a low bin for shoes, even a shallow basket on a shelf to hold library books or mail waiting to be sorted. What matters most is ease. It should be just as easy to put something away as it is to drop it. That's when systems stick. Whether it's one small shelf or a built-in hallway setup, these drop zones help turn entryway chaos into a space that welcomes you, not stresses you out. This system is about keeping play areas feeling fun, not overwhelming by rotating toys regularly. Too many toys out at once can overwhelm kids and turn every room into a mess. This system is about rotating toys to keep play simple, focused, and fun. Pick a few toys that haven't been touched lately and move them out of sight into a bin, a closet, or even the garage. Then, every week or two, swap them with others. It keeps things feeling fresh without needing to buy anything new. You might rotate by type puzzles one week, pretend play the next, or just follow your child's current interests. Even a small change can spark new excitement. This not only cuts down on clutter, it makes it easier for kids to clean up and easier for you to stay on top of their space. If your partner or older kids help with toy rotation, it becomes part of the family rhythm. Fewer toys, more focused play, a much calmer home. Flat surfaces are some of the fastest places to collect clutter. Kitchen counters, dining tables, nightstands, entryway, benches. And when those surfaces are full, our minds start to feel full too. That's why this system focuses on one small daily habit, a flat surface reset. Choose one or two key surfaces in your home, the ones that most easily gather stuff, and reset them once a day. This doesn't mean scrubbing or organizing every time. It just means returning things to their homes, moving the pile of mail into its tray, putting the shoes back in the basket, folding the blanket on the couch. To make this easier, give each surface a clear purpose. A tray for keys, a bowl for loose change, a basket for incoming papers. The clearer the function, the less likely clutter will wander there. Over time, this reset becomes part of your rhythm, something you do with your coffee after the kids go to bed or before you leave the house. And just like brushing your teeth, it prevents bigger messes from forming. A few minutes a day is all it takes. And the visual clarity that comes with it is often enough to make your whole space feel calmer. System 11, Tame the paper trail. Paper clutter has a sneaky way of building up school notices, bills, receipts, birthday invites, and random reminders. This system helps create a simple flow for where all that paper goes, so it doesn't end up in piles on the dining table or stuffed in kitchen drawers. Start by giving paper a place to land. A letter tray on a shelf, a small wall file near the entryway, or even a shallow basket in the kitchen can work. The key is consistency. When your kids come home with school forms or your partner walks in with the mail, there's already a spot for it. Set a rule. Anything you don't need, like junk mail or expired flyers, goes straight into the bin. No waiting. Then split what's left into two groups. Important papers you still need in physical form, like medical documents or official letters, keep them in a labeled folder. Everything else, digitize it. Snap a photo or scan it and save it to a folder on your phone or computer. No need to keep extra paper unless you truly need it. This way, your counters stay clear, you don't lose track of important stuff, and the mental clutter goes down too. It's a small shift, but it makes home life run a little smoother. And system number 12, the one in, one out rule. If your home often feels like it's slowly overflowing despite regular tidying, this simple boundary can make a big impact. It's the one in, one out rule. For every new item that enters your home, one old item has to leave. This system keeps things in balance, especially in high clutter categories like clothes, toys, pantry goods, or decor. It doesn't have to be strict. It can even be playful. Let's say your child gets a new birthday toy. They get to choose one old toy to donate or toss. When you buy a new sweater, pause and ask yourself, which one can I let go of? It builds a rhythm of intentional ownership instead of automatic accumulation. Over time, this rule creates a natural filter. If you can't think of anything to let go of, maybe you don't really need to bring that new thing in. It's a simple mindset shift, but one that helps stop the slow buildup of clutter before it begins. And when used consistently, it encourages everyone in the home to be just a little more mindful about what stays and what no longer serves. So those are the 12 small systems that helped me stop chasing the mess and start feeling more at ease in my own home. Not perfect, not polished, just lighter. Easier to live in, easier to come back to. If you're in a season where home feels heavy or life feels like too much, try just one. You don't have to do it all, you don't have to keep up perfectly. But even one small system can remind you this doesn't have to be so hard. And if this video helped even a little, I think you'll really like what's coming next. A calm, realistic guide to clearing paper clutter and finally taming the inbox chaos. It's simple and it works especially if you've been drowning in piles and paperwork. And of course, if this video made your space feel even a little more doable, go ahead and tap like or send it to a friend who might need it too. You're doing more than enough and you're not doing it alone.